Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were shut and European markets were mixed. FTSE was up about 0.5% and most of the other markets were slightly down. There was a statement from Mario Draghi, the president of the ECB, that they are not looking at any kind of currency wars, and for them the priority is the stability and growth of Eurozone. When we look at the Asian markets, most of the markets are quiet. Japan is marginally down and most of the other markets are not showing any material movement. Talking about the flows, friends, FIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of about 142 crore, and the domestic institutions were sellers to the tune of about 111 crore. To put things into perspective, this is the slowest inflow that we have seen from FIs after many weeks. If you see the last about 6 to 7 days, gradually the flow has been dwindling from about 800 to about 500 to almost to the current levels, which is quite concerning. At the same time, we are seeing increased selling in the index futures, and even in yesterday's trade, there was a selling of almost about 412 crore, which is definitely not comforting. This, coupled with the fact that the volumes are on a lower side, is definitely not helping the sentiment. However, the only positive takeaway was that the advanced decline or the breadth of the market yesterday was much better, and there was some action in select pockets like DLF, JP Associates, Tata Steel was up almost about 3 to 4%, and even some of the stocks in the sugar space like Balrampur Chini and Renuka, there was some amount of recovery there. At the same time, we had seen correction in the jet stock after the statement from the Etihad chairman that they are looking at revising the terms and the agreement has not been finalized. On that note, let me invite Sadhana to take us through important F&OQs, ideas and strategies that we can have in the F&O markets.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. From past couple of trading sessions, we have seen markets stuck in a range. And yesterday we have seen around 7.3 lakh shares added in the open interest and marginal increase in the cost of carry. Long positions have been accumulated by market participants in yesterday's trades. On the options front, we have seen 5,900 and 6,000 has seen a good number of open interest in call side, and whereas 5,800 put option has seen a good activity in yesterday's trade. Talk about India VIX, it is increased marginally. We might see market would remain volatile and uncertain going forward. From intraday perspective, one can go long on Apollo Tyre with a stop loss of 86, and Hindustan Unilever, one can go long on Hindustan Unilever with a stop loss of 464, and one can short Coal India with a stop loss of 348.45 paisa. Thank you.
Here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, some positive news for Reliance, as the government has indicated that the 4G service providers would also get a chance to roll out the voice services on a pan-India basis on the payment of about $306 million. So this makes it easier for Reliance to launch its telecom services pan-India basis, which is quite positive. So I expect some positive action in Reliance in today's market. Also for the mines in Karnataka, there are reports that the CEC has indicated that the work in respect of R&R or reclamation and rehabilitation is progressing satisfactorily. So that should be good for some of the stocks like Sesa Goa in today's market. ABG International has raised its holding in the ABG shipyard by picking up about 2.45% stake for almost about 50 crore. And as per the market buzz, the Supreme Court has indicated that it might go soft on one of the mines of Sterlite. So this is positive news for Sterlite Industries. In another important development, the government has indicated that the fiscal deficit number for FY13 could be about 5.3 or below, which is definitely sentimentally positive for the market. Also, the government has cut its borrowing program also for FY13 by cancelling one of the auction of about 12,000 crore. This is definitely a positive for the 10-year bond yields. A major relief to the road developers and contractors, the government has decided to give some kind of a compensation for delays in getting the environment clearance as well as land acquisition. So this could be positive for some of the companies in the road projects like GMR, GVK and even companies like Gayatri Projects. The RBI is likely to come out with the banking license norms by the end of March, so expect some positive action in some of the banking license contenders like Shriram Transport Finance, IDFC, L&T Finance. Hotel Leela has sold one of its properties to Reliance Industries in Chennai for about 170 crore. So one can go long on Hotel Leela, stop loss of 24 and a target of about 25.50 to 26. Wipro Infotech has won a 10-year deal from Mumbai Airport, so one can go long on Wipro with stop loss of 395 and a target of about 415 to about 423. And since Uninor has closed down its operations, almost about 1 crore customers would move to different mobile operators, and this could be positive for companies like Idea. One can go long with a stop loss of 108 and a target of about 113.5 to about 115. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a nice trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.